Beasters, we are back! Welcome to a brand new Flash video, and today I'm talking about the leaks, which I'm kind of late to this video, by the way, because you've probably seen the other tubers' videos on it. But this is leaks, supposedly leaks, about the 100th episode. As you all know, this season, we're getting the 100th episode of The Flash, and if you watch Arrow, you will know that usually they try and make something quite special of it. I believe we already know that Tom Cavanagh is directing, because that's one of the things they say in these leaks, but of course, before we get into breaking down these supposed leaks, I want to say take this with a huge, whopping, mother-flipping, speedster enforcing... Did it rhyme? Grain of salt, because at the same time, these may not be true. Some may be true, some may not be true, they all may be true, they all may not be true. I just want to stress that. Why am I making this video then? Just because there isn't a whole bunch going on at the minute in terms of news, so these videos are perfect to talk about, speculate with the audience, and we can all kind of talk about it together. I mean, you guys will hear my opinions obviously through this video, but afterwards we can all kind of talk about it in the comment section, and I would love to hear some of your opinions. But before we get into these leaks, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more updates on The Flash Season 5, and why not give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and be sure to check out that card up there for my last Flash Season 5 video. Okay, so diving straight into this, this is from Reddit, from YVR Insider. They say they, I believe, in a comment to, in a reply to a comment, that they work on movies, shows, and currently they're working, I believe, on Arrow and Flash and stuff. So that's how, this is what the source is crediting in terms of his reliability on these leaks. But anyway, let's get straight into this. So some of this you may already be known, but I'm setting it out so all the info is here in case someone isn't up to date. So Tom Cavanagh is directing. We've already been over that. Cool. Tom Cavanagh is has directed episodes before. We already know this from Comic-Con. I believe he said it quite a few times. Now this has got a lot of people thinking, so in terms of some of the other leaks, which, you know, kind of jumping forward temporarily, Reverse Flash, will he be playing Reverse Flash? Maybe, maybe not. People are thinking that he might not be in the 100th episode too much since he is directing it, but that doesn't mean he can't direct himself, you know? Sure, he'll be very, very busy. He may not be like the most experienced director for years and years and years, so you may think, oh, he might not direct himself, but at the same time, we might get the Welzabard Flash in terms of time travel, whatever way you want to make up as to how Welzabard can come along. Well, you could just straight away say from when Barry let him go, and it was just like, you know, you never know what face I'll be wearing next time we meet Flash. So yeah, cool. I love Tom Cavanagh. I'm sure he's going to do a great job. This doesn't confirm whether he will be in it much or not. As I said, he can direct himself. But onto the second leak. Well, technically, this is what we've already spoke about. Will serve as the mid-season finale, but episode 7 will be the real mid-season finale. Story for the 100th episode will be standalone. Yeah, because this year, in case some of you aren't aware, they're kind of swapping it around because of the crossover. The episode beforehand will be the mid-season finale, and then we're jumping into the crossover. No final confirmation on which exact characters or actors are returning, but a Reverse Flash will take part. CGI Savitar will appear, not the physical suit, not that physical suit. So everyone, I believe, is freaking losing their minds on this bit, and I think we all have been speculating for a while that, you know, every season Reverse Flash comes back anyway. So Reverse Flash coming back is a no-brainer to me. I would love that, but as we just spoke about a second ago, will it be the Matt Letcher Reverse Flash, or will it be the Welzabard, you know, Tom Cavanagh Reverse Flash? We don't know. Personally, I don't really mind who we get. At first, I loved Welzabard, and then I wasn't so sure about Matt Letcher. I didn't have anything against him, but, you know, I loved the Welzabard. But as time went on during the Flash's seasons, I really liked Matt Letcher's Reverse Flash, so we're going to have to wait and see there. But yeah, we'll get on to how this will work in terms of story and speculations in a second, but on to Savitar. CGI Savitar will appear, not the physical suit. So that's a bit of a shame for me. It does make sense in some ways, I guess, if they just want to, like, CGI this all in. If it's like a Speed Force scene, like similar to how we've seen Barry see the Black Flash in the Speed Force, and when he saw Eddie and stuff, they might just CGI Savitar. Well, that's what he's saying. There will be no physical suit, but the CGI version, I really didn't dig it so much in Season 3. I prefer Season 3 over Season 4, by the way. Hashtag unpopular opinion there, but I don't care. Yeah, I liked when the physical suit came along. the CGI suit and the mouth and, you know, the beak kind of like action, it just really put me off whenever we saw that at the beginning of season 3, that CGI version. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that, but I'll get onto how I think these characters will be returning in a second. He goes on to say the rough draft of the episode is 1 part time travel and 1 part multiverse and 1 part Speed Force. So you can kind of see how these, you know, at first you may have been thinking, oh, but how is Zoom returning? How is Savitar returning? What, you know, it's got to work through this probably massive plot hole of mid-season, the 100th episode, because 1 part multiverse, 1 part Speed Force, and 1 part time travel, they're bound to kind of think and get the viewers scratching their heads, or they might just make it so simple in such a sense that if it is, you know, where we do see, you know, Savitar and stuff like that, they might just be like apparitions or whatever you call them, you know, just figments of the Speed Force testing out Barry when, for whatever reason, he's in there. But we may get a legitimate character return, and who I think that would most likely be would be the Reverse Flash, because that guy always, as we know throughout the seasons, has a way of cropping back up even when he shouldn't be existing. But whereas Zoom and I mean, you could argue time travel for Zoom and people, even Savitar, well, I don't know, existence, this is where my brain starts hurting, but do you know what I mean? The most real character I think we'll get actually there in the flesh will probably be Reverse Flash. I'd be really interested if it's Zoom. Bottom line here from me, 1 part time travel, 1 part multiverse, and 1 part Speed Force is fascinating. I think that gives them literally a playground with loads of toys in it, with also the ability to defy explanation, because they can literally do everything they kind of want to do, and not really have to, you know, deal with fans being like, that shouldn't work. No, that doesn't make sense. YVR Insider goes on to say, could be the most expensive episode the show has made apart from the pilot back in season 1. Depends on actor availability. Yeah, I mean, I no shit, I guess, because if this is going to be the case and we're getting Reverse Flash, we're getting freaking Savitar, we're potentially getting Zoom, I'll go into the next leak in a second, and all kinds of other things. This is the 100th episode, so I reckon they will get a freaking leprechaun bag of gold and just be like, screw it, we're going to put a lot into this, because it will be amazing, guys. So it being the most expensive episode, no surprises there. I mean, if this leak is true, that is, or any of these leaks. He goes on to say, I know the Zoom suit is in Vancouver, which is why I've been talking about Zoom. I've been going back and forth, I know, but I am unsure of whether it just stayed there here after season 2 or if it has been brought back for a reason. So he's not saying like Zoom is going to be like one of the characters, like he did say a Reverse Flash will take part, CGI Savitar will appear, but he didn't say Zoom then. What he's just trying to note here is that the Zoom suit is there. He's not sure if it's been left there since season 2 or if it's actually been brought back to appear alongside, you know, Reverse Flash and Savitar. I would, as I mentioned earlier, would like Zoom to return alongside those 2 characters, Reverse Flash and Savitar. Just for the reasons I said, if you're bringing back those 2, why not make Zoom like some weird kind of ghostly like Speed Force figure, like if that's what they're doing with at least Savitar as well. Maybe the Reverse Flash will be a real actual thing because of the time travel part of the crossover. He then says, expect a new speedster. That's all I will say on that. So I think, well, I don't know. This could be Avery Ho. It could be, because we've been speaking about that in the community for a little while now. You know, obviously most popular recently for the Rebirth side of things. That could be, you know, Jay Garrick's speedster he's training, because we got a tease of that last season as well. You could argue the new speedster could be the accelerated man, because we never really get more than like a split or like a nanosecond of him appearing in the show. So maybe we might actually get him in. I mean, this is just me throwing shots out there. It would be cool if we actually got him for a line or 2. It's interesting to note as well, he says, like, you know, feel free to ask questions, and people have. So some people have said original Savitar will be the multiverse part, Zoom / Black Flash somehow becomes Zoom again, Speed Force or something. But then he replies, you know, back to that comment saying the returning speedsters aren't connected in that manner. So maybe this might throw a few theories out for you. If you thought, okay, the original Savitar might be the multiverse side of it, the Reverse Flash might be the time travel side of it, Zoom might be the Speed Force side of it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's more complicated than that. If that's, well, that's at least what he's referring. Apparently, that's not actually what they're doing with it. So how do you think these characters, or species should I say, would be returning to the crossover. Could they all be actually there for some bizarre reason? That would be freaking weird. Why do I keep saying crossover? It's 100th episode. Why do I keep saying that? But other than that, guys, that is all the leaks. Let me know what you think of all of these supposed links in the comments down below. I say supposed because there is no way I can prove that this is true. It's just, you know, who knows if they are. If they are you excited that some of these things might actually literally be real? But do you think that some of them might not be the case? And if so, why? If you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button. Apart from that, subscribe to this channel for more updates like this on anything nerdy and comic book and stuff like that. I'll be sure to be covering more Flash stuff just like this, and I'll be covering the Flash when it comes out and other Arrowverse shows. But other than that, everybody, links as always are in the description down below to my social media and everything else like that, to my merch and whatnot. But I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.